Good evening to all my wonderful viewers out there. Welcome back to another Streetwear Talk video, the series where I cover the latest streetwear releases, I cover the latest streetwear news, and of course, in the series, well, I just discuss anything to do with streetwear or fashion. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be covering the upcoming collaboration between Supreme New York and skiing brand Spyder, as they are collaborating for week 17 of Supreme's Fall/Winter 2022 collection. Skiing brand? I don't know, maybe I should have said like ski apparel or like alpine wear or something. But I mean, it pretty accurately encapsulates the brand that they're collaborating with this week, guys. So yeah, for the 17th week, I don't know if I want to say the final week, but will we get a week 18? I don't know. Potentially. I don't want to say no. Never say never, because, you know, it could happen. It could actually happen. But, yeah. Potentially the last week, maybe the second last week, Supreme is collaborating with Spyder to do a series of pieces for week 17 of the Fall/Winter 2022 season. And in today's video, we're obviously going to cover everything to do with that. We're going to cover the release details, the editorial, the individual pieces, my thoughts and opinions on the individual pieces and the collab as a whole. Now, how we're going to cover those details is, of course, by using a HYPEBEAST article. We'll head on over to that article now and we'll start covering the release details for this week 17 collab. Alright, so here we are at the HYPEBEAST article that we're going to be using today, guys. If you want to steal a couple of the editorial images for a phone background, or you want to read the article yourselves, it'll be linked down in that description section below for you guys to check out. We'll quickly skim through, well, we're actually going to skip through all those details there and move to the release details. So, from the slopes to the streets, okay. The Supreme x Spyder Fall/Winter 2022 collaboration will see a global release via Supreme's website on December 22nd, 11 AM EDT time in the United States, which, confirming, it's Wednesday the 21st, Thursday the 27th, that all checks out. 11 AM EDT time is correct for the United States, and if I'm remembering from covering the drop list many times this season, it's 4 PM British Standard Time and 5 PM Central European Standard Time for those two areas. And of course, as they mention here, on the day before Christmas, Japan gets it 11 AM Japanese Standard Time, in-store and online. If you guys have any further questions about when and where it's dropping, comment section below. Leave all your queries down there. I'll try and get to them as soon as possible, but now that we've covered the release details for this collab, we've got to scroll on up, obviously start covering the pieces. We'll cover the editorial quite quickly, and then we'll dive into the individual pieces to see how they look off body, but let's check out a couple of the pieces from this collab on body. Right, so to start it off with, we obviously get this first image here showcasing a matching and dual fleece combo, fleece pants with a fleece jacket, Spyder all over cracked print. And that's a comment I was going to make quite initially, was that as much as it's probably, well, ideally meant to look like a Spyder's web, it does look like a bit like a cracked desert landscape in a way. That's just how it looks to me. It looks less like a Spyder's web and more so that, but you may disagree. Totally fair enough as well. But it comes in this brown and green combo for the first color, Spyder graphic embroidered on the left side, and what looks like Supreme branding done in a very retro font on the right hand side. That's really all that's showcased first up. Moving on, we got a second color option, black and gray, kept quite easy, quite simple, very versatile. We also get what looks like a balaclava as well, with Spyder branding on top, Supreme branding across the mouth. Matching pants down the bottom, as we can see. Yeah, I mean, I actually like the fleece jackets the most. Definitely a fleece jacket I would be interested in. But not so much the pants. I'm very simple with my pants. I don't know if I'd want the matching fleece pants to the jacket, but I don't necessarily have an issue with them. I'm not like, damn, the fleece pants are not it. It's just that I think I'm definitely interested in the jacket more than the pants, and I'm sure you guys are very much the same. But solid pieces all round. Solid pieces all round. I'm just hoping there's not a huge, disgusting like back graphic that takes up the whole back. I want them to keep it quite minimal. This is nice. Hopefully there's nothing too big on the back. We can also notice on the zipper, on the pull tab on the zipper, we can see a little Spyder logo on the front. I'm assuming, making a big assumption here, if you were to flip the the pull tab over, I'm sure on the other side it has the Supreme branding. Maybe they haven't gone to that effort. That's just an assumption from my view. There's nothing to back it though, so we'll have to see if we get another shot of it to prove that right or wrong. Okay, here's the back of it. Features the same branding on the front, just placed differently. I actually quite like the BOGO in the retro font along the collar area of the fleece, and the Spyder embroidery. It's actually quite fitting and it works quite well. Yeah, they've done it quite tastefully with this. I was worried. I was assuming this Spyder graphic was going to be the whole size of the back panel, you know, like massive. Or that Supreme logo was going to cover the shoulders or something like that. You know, something very typically Supreme, but they toned it down, and I'm more of a fan of it being done this way for sure. Moving forward, ooh. If you wanted a streetwear Spider-Man cosplay, this collab has got you covered with the blue and the red. I was kind of worried this was going to happen, but I mean, each to their own. Maybe this will really pop in New York, you know, they'll dress up like Spidey, a streetwear Spidey, but yeah, I think the other two colors we've seen so far are definitely hitting me more, but I'm assuming there's probably going to be a matching fleece for this as well. Assuming because the pants match the jacket. Well, I bet you it's going to be the next photo. There we go. Yeah, okay. Okay. Feeling very Spider-Man-esque with that one. Yeah, red and blue. They had to do it to us. Yeah, look, in my opinion, not the best color out of all of them. It does feel a bit too Spider-Man costumey because of that, but maybe you guys will get around that. You know, each to their own. That's what I love, you know, having discussions with you in the comment section below, each to their own. But yeah, this one definitely not for me. Moving forward, okay, we've got what looks to be a zip-up jacket. It kind of looks like a zip-up thermal in a way. Looking at the material, it doesn't really look like a jacket. I don't know how I feel about the big Supreme Spyder logo on the chest though. Not positive things. But what I do have to comment on, which I actually kind of like, is the webbing here that connects, well, the webbing Spyder, that kind of works a bit too well. I'll say it again, the webbing of the zip, how when you unzip it, it showcases the webbing, and inside of that, it has the Spyder branding and Supreme branding. I think that was actually done quite well. I haven't seen another brand do that kind of thing where the webbing connecting the zip together has the branding in the side of it there, or has something inside of it there. I think that's a cool way of handling it for sure. We can also see the balaclava again, and maybe potentially a matching bucket hat. This is all a bit too much for me. I'd like to go back to the fleeces. I think the fleeces is where it was, you know, hitting it for me. This is a little bit odd for me. But yeah, moving forward to our last image, we've got the balaclava making an appearance again, coming in a red. It really reminds me of Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, where Tobey Maguire's fighting in the cage. you know what I mean? You know what I mean. Yeah. The blazer, probably not in the collab, and a very weird thing to see someone wearing a blazer and like this. But that's just Supreme for you, I suppose. But yeah, well, that is the editorial, guys. That is people rocking the collab. We've seen it on body. Now we've got to check off body and see all the individual pieces and the colors that's coming in. Let's check it out and see what we're getting. All right, so now we actually, I mean, personally, just because, you know, the photography is not there with the flash and the distorted colors, we get a little bit of a nicer look on how the pieces are actually going to turn out. And here we, of course, have the first fleece that we saw, the green and brown one with its all-over Spyder design, which I don't know if there's going to be texture to this Spyder design or if it's just going to be like a part of the color. And if you don't know what I mean by that, I don't know if you run your hand over the Spyder design, if you're gonna feel the Spyder design. Would it add another layer to it if you did? I think so. I think it would just add that little bit more to it. But I wouldn't put it against it if it didn't. You know, like if I felt it and I didn't feel the Spyder design, I wouldn't be like, not gonna pick up this piece now. But I definitely think that'd be a cool aspect to add to the piece if it isn't already there. It's kind of hard to tell from the photo. It kind of looks like it is down when I look at the brown section of it, but as I move further up, not so much. You guys will have to tell me when you pick it up. Does it have the texture to it? Does it not? Check out the comment section below and see if anyone's let us know. But yeah, like that would be a cool thing to add. Maybe it's just on the brown, I don't know, but we'll move on. I like this color, the green and brown, it's cool. Not really a lot of colors that are in my wardrobe at the moment, to be honest, but yeah, like a cool fleece for sure. I was worried about this back design. I was sweating. I was like, Supreme's gonna cook it somehow, but surprisingly they did quite well with it, and there's no complaints I can say about it. It's a nice fleece. It's just crazy, isn't it? The red and blue, the Spider-Man. Look, it's a nice fleece, but I don't know if I want to be rocking that. You know that people are not into streetwear, not into fashion, are gonna hit you with the nice Spider-Man fleece. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that, yeah, it's really something. Look, it's cool. Yeah, I'd be interested to see what the retails come out for these. I'm assuming like low 200s is probably going to be the case. I'd be shocked if it was like mid 300s, but yeah, interesting piece. Moving on to the black and gray. Actually, like, as much as it's like super versatile because its colors are kept quite toned down, I don't think it's as exciting as the previous two colors, just because it's just so neutral. It's made to be so versatile, but I suppose you got to take that. Yeah. Oh, it would have been cool to see like a white and black one, like the super contrasting colors like that, instead of something that works like too well with black, aka gray. Yeah, it would have been cool to see black and white. There's so many different color combinations I could think of that would have been cool to see in this fleece design. I'm so bummed out we only got 3 of them, you know? Like, it would have been awesome to see more, but maybe there'll be a version 2. Maybe they'll do a version 2 and then they'll grab this same design and apply it to some other silhouettes. I don't know. I'm speculating here off nothing, but it's cool. I like it. It's nice. There we go. There's all 3 colors showcased. I think my favorite's either going to go to the green or the brown, or maybe just the gray and black, just because I'd wear the gray and black a lot. The red and blue, it's not because I don't like the color combination, it's just like, it's not super versatile and it's very, very loud. Yeah, moving forward, we'll obviously, yeah, get the pants showcased to us, zip pocket on the right butt cheek there, 2 pockets on the front, Spyder design there. Obviously comes in all the colors that the jacket came in. Yeah, look, nothing against these fleece pants. I think these pants are fine. It's just that I'm definitely more of a jacket guy when it comes to the fleeces. So I'll just stick to the jackets, but it'd be cool to see the whole ensemble like in person for sure. If hopefully one day I get to see someone wearing that whole ensemble, that would be cool. Moving forward, we've got, again, I was saying these were thermals. They might just be long sleeves. It's kind of hard to tell. Probably should have read the article. Yeah, but there we go. We got Spyder branding, Supreme branding, and then co-branding on the webbing there. I'm not a huge fan of the graphic detailing on the chest. This, yeah, it's just not for me. But I could see it working for a lot of people. I could see it working for a lot of aesthetics. Nothing too crazy on the back, just co-branding on the back there, near the shoulders. That's alright. Yeah, just a bit too much for me. We got the black on black. I think this is probably going to be my favorite. Yeah. Yeah, I think the black on black is going to be my favorite. The other colors, yeah. And yeah, last but not least, we've got the balaclavas. Damn, that's kind of a bummer. I mean, what do we get? 4 pieces, the jacket, the pants, the like thermal half zip, quarter zip, and then the balaclava. I kind of actually wanted more. I don't know why I thought there was going to be more when we saw most of it in the editorial, but I was kind of ready for more in this collab. That's kind of a bummer. Well, look, I hope that Supreme and Spyder keep collabing. How do I feel about the balaclava touching on it? You guys know how I feel about that. It just wouldn't work with any of my outfits, so I stay clear of balaclavas, but I know you guys love them. I know you guys love them, and please tell me if you're keen on them this week, but yeah, I know you guys are big fans of them. Yeah, all in all, I'm okay with this collab. Obviously, the fleece stuff, I think, is the peak of the collab. I'm sure you guys probably agree with that as well. You probably are in the same boat. I'm actually kind of keen to see them collaborate again. I hope they do more fleece pieces on different silhouettes and different designs, maybe just the same design but different colors. Ooh, grab the red and blue one, but do like hot pink where the red is and purple where the blue is. Damn. You know, I'm thinking a color combination straight away. I know that I said that color combo just right there, and it's probably even harder to wear than the red and blue right here, but I'm just thinking of those like awesome color combos that could work, you know, yellow and purple, the Lakers colors, or I should say probably gold and purple, but yeah, you know, like you can just think of so many that would work really well with this design. Hopefully they bring it back. I want a version 2. I want a version 2, but yeah, very happy with the fleeces. The other stuff I'm a bit of a miss on, but yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions on this collab, guys. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Let me know down in that comment section below. Well, that's everything covered to do with this collaboration, guys. We covered the release details. It's releasing on the 22nd or the 24th if you live in Japan. We covered the editorial, the individual pieces, my thoughts and opinions on the individual pieces, and the collab as a whole. I was actually quite pleasantly surprised by the fleeces. The rest of the stuff didn't really tickle my fancy, but yeah, I'm sure you guys are probably more keen on that than I am. I think it all just comes down to that personal preference thing, but yeah, definitely the fleece jackets are something I'd put a pin in if they come up for a nice price. Might pick them up. It's all about it. That's the, you know, determining factor. Is it a nice price or not? Wait, look, we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions, guys. I'd also love to hear if you're going to be picking anything up from this collab. We'll obviously be revisiting this collab when we do the drop list video tomorrow. But in the meantime, while we wait for that drop list video, let me know if you're going to be picking anything up from this week 17 collab. Are you strapped for cash this Christmas and don't want to splurge it on Supreme? Or are you cashed up and ready to splurge it on Supreme? Are you picking anything up from this collab? Let me know down in that comment section below. And of course, if you guys want me to keep covering upcoming Supreme collabs, upcoming streetwear releases, or just, I don't know, anything else really, you just got to give me the 3 indicators I always ask you for, which is a like on this video, a comment in that comment section down below, and the best indicator of them all, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. As mentioned in previous uploads, we're trying to hit the subscriber milestone of 3,540 subs before the end of December. We're like 2 or 3 off, I think, at the moment, so you tell a mate, they tell 2 mates, those 2 mates hopefully will tell 3 mates, and we move on and on and on. And hopefully we can hit 3,540 before the end of the month. But that's everything I got to say about this collab, guys. Looking forward to covering it again when we do the drop list video. I wish you the best of luck if you are going for something from this collab. Until the next drop list video, until the next streetwear talk video, until the next Supreme video in general, guys, I'll catch you later.